Good evening, friends, family. I'm going to get on here tonight a little bit and talk about a few things. First, I'd like to thank Tom. Tom from Arizona. Thanks for the card. Appreciate it. I have some more up the house. Some packages folks have sent and cards. And I also got something from Tracy. Tracy lived close to Karen, and she actually drove about 60 miles to the funeral home and picked up an obituary card there at the funeral home. That was really nice. It was really nice. Thanks a lot, Tracy. I really appreciate that. You're a blessing. And I'm going to talk. I'm going to start going live on Tuesday nights to do a Q&A. And here's how I'm going to do this. I don't like to block people and kick them out. I don't like to do that. You want to get on there and talk a little smack, that's okay. But follow it up with some proof. If you do that, I'll allow you to stay on. If you're just going to get in there and make false accusations without backing anything up from your pimps, your guru pimps, I'm going to have you blocked because you're not going to waste our time. You're not going to waste our time. But I had a lot of people ask me here recently about the coupon. Could I be a little more specific about the process? So I thought I'd come down and I'd do this video about the coupon. I'm going to try and keep it under half hour. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, everybody gets a statement of some kind or another. Most everybody. This one here happens to be from a credit card. Okay, see that right there? It says this is the statement. It says, please detach this portion and return with your payment to ensure proper credit. Retain lower portion for your record. Okay, so I'm just going to tear that off. And you keep that other thing for your record. And now you're left with the coupon. Okay? Let me see if I can hold that without shaking. It's been a long coffee drinking day. Okay, that's the coupon to the credit card. Okay, I'll get back to that here in a minute. But what you get is a statement. You get a statement every month. And according to the Collegiate Dictionary, Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, the word statement has approximately 7 different meanings. One is something stated as a single declaration or mark, a report of facts or opinions, and then that's number 1, and then the rest of them come down, and here the 5th is a summary of a financial account showing the balance due. Okay, that's Webster's dictionary for statement, and it also says see instrument and see bond. See instrument and see bond. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Black's Law. It says instrument, a written document, a formal or legal document in writing, such as a contract, deed, will, bond, or lease. Anything reduced to writing, a document of a formal or solemn character, a writing given as means of affording evidence, Smith versus Smith, a document or writing which gives formal expression to a legal act or agreement for the purpose of creating, securing, modifying, or terminating a right. A written, executed, or delivered, or a writing executed and delivered as the evidence of an act or agreement. In law of evidence, anything which may be presented as evidence to the senses of the adjudicating tribunal. Okay, that's instrument. That's what an instrument is. Okay, and it also said see bonds. So we'll look over here at bond. I've already talked about bonds in the past, so I'll be brief. A certificate of evidence of a debt, a contract, a debt on which interest is paid, a deed whereby the obligor obliges himself, his heirs, his executors, and administrators to pay a certain sum of money to another at a day appointed. A mere promise to pay, a specialty or sealed instrument, and not merely a written instrument, a written obligation, an instrument which is not necessarily under seal, an instrument with a clause with the sum fixed as a penalty, binding the parties to pay the same, conditioned, however, that the payment of the penalty may be avoided by the performance of someone or more of the parties of certain acts. Any contractual funding device, obligations to pay interest embodied in bonds as included in the word bonds. Okay? So there's some footnotes, and actually there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit of pages, and there's a page and a half of bonds. I'm talking about bonds. Now, here's the thing, the coupon, okay? Think about this and how it related to the last definition that I just said, okay? Coupons, interest and dividend certificates. Also those parts of a commercial instrument, which are to be cut and which are evidence of something connected with the contract mentioned in the instrument. See statement, see instrument, see bond. Okay? They are generally attached to certificates of loan. They are where the interest is payable at a particular period, and when the interest is paid, they are cut off and delivered to the payor. Check this out. In England, they are known as warrants or dividend warrants and the securities to which they belong. Coupons, this is a footnote. Coupons are written contracts for the payment of a definite sum of money on a given date, and being drawn and executed in a form and mode for the purpose that they may be separated from the bonds and other instruments to which they are usually attached. It is held that they are negotiable, and that a suit may be maintained on them without the necessity of producing the bond. Each matured coupon upon a negotiable bond is a separable promise, distinct from the promises to pay the bonds or other coupons, and gives rise to a separate cause of action. Okay, that's a coupon, folks. Think about that. That's how this works. I showed you the coupon, and I'll show it to you again. This is a coupon for a credit card. Okay? Now, how is this coupon any different than the $5 off tide at Walmart? You're not giving them a $5 coupon and then giving them $5. No, it doesn't work like that. They take the $5 off. The tide is $15 a box. They're going to give you $5 off. I haven't bought Tide in a long time, so I'm not even sure if that's the price, but for all intent and purposes, think about that. They take it from you, and then they throw it in the drawer. They don't give it back to you. They're going to take that coupon and send them all into Tide. Walmart's going to take a whole month's worth of coupons, send them into Tide, and Tide's going to pay them $5. That thing is worth $5. Okay? So now looking at mine here, this one says payment due, or minimum payment due, $40. It's got a balance on it. It's got the minimum payment due. It says amount enclosed. See that? And then there's a box. Just like on a check. There's also a to and a from. Okay? And it even says right here with this little arrow, I don't know if you can read it, the little arrow pointing at the address. It says make check or money order payable to. If it's payable to, here's the to, and here's the from. At the top, you'll notice computer numbers, just like on the check. Routing number, account number. This is a check, okay? This is a check that's redeemable, just like the $5 off on the Tide, okay? If you take this like this, if this is a check, and you take it and you turn it over, right? Here's where you would sign on a check. Sign the beneficiary signature right up here. Right? And then you're giving it. You're sending them the check. Okay? This is from a trust fund. Right? This is from a trust fund, mine. Or theirs, but the one that's attached to me that I get to use in commerce. That's the coupon. You take that and you take it and you cut it off. Here's Lee Harold's coupon. Whoa, there's a coupon on the tax thing. Right? How many of y'all's got taxes you're paying to the IRS where they sent you a coupon? Cut the coupon off. This particular thing doesn't have it. The amount. But all you have to do for that, folks, is to make a box. Make a box and put the amount in it. Flip it over and sign the back. Okay? So that's the coupon. That's the coupon, okay? And I showed you the other one there from the IRS. And all the coupons are like that. They're all like that. They say, detach, please detach this portion and return with your payment to ensure proper credit. Right? First off, it's your credit. Yeah, go ahead and cut that off. Everything that I just showed you on this coupon, you heard me read from Black's Law. This is what you do. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to get into this, okay? Because y'all are doing this thing with the coupons, and you're doing it with the 1099As. Some of y'all can do this with the coupon and the 1099A. When you write the letter to the corporation in care of the CEO, this particular one would be Genesis FF Card Service, right? Well, I'm going to look up that corporation. I'm going to get their address because this is just their billing address right here. I'm going to call and I'm going to find out where their corporate headquarters is. I'm going to find out who their CEO is. This is how I did this, folks, on the 3 credit cards back in 2016. I called up the companies and where's the corporate headquarters? Oh, okay. What's the address? Okay. Well, who's the CEO? Don't send them to their financial officers. Send them straight to their CEO. Because if they refuse this coupon, for one, more than likely they're not going to send it back, which means they have received it and they have accepted it. You're going to write the CEO and you're going to say, look, I've noticed all these years, credit card guy, that you've been sending me a statement. Here's what a statement is according to Webster's dictionary. Here's what bond is, and here's what instrument is, and here's what coupon is according to Black's Law. So I've noticed that you've been doing this, and I'm sending in the check along with the coupon. That's double dipping. You're getting paid for this against my trust, and then you're accepting a check. I realize now that this is fraud. This is trust fraud. But I'm willing to overlook this for this one time to clear this debt. I'm making an attempt to settle the debt. Then put those definitions in there, put a brief explanation why you're sending this. You guys have been tricking me all these years. The jig is up. So I'm sending you a coupon, and you'll notice the back of it has been endorsed with the beneficiary signature. You can now redeem this coupon and settle this debt. Where mine says $40, right? It says $40. This is an old one from last year. It says my new balance is $247.53. That's what I would put in the box for amount enclosed. Because I'm going to put this in an envelope, the one that they give me. I'm going to put it in there, and it's going to be enclosed. This payment's enclosed. I'm sending your check or money order. This is a check. I'm sending it here, right? And I'm sending it to the CEO. And so it's going to have the definitions, and it's going to have an explanation of what I'm attempting to do. And I'm also going to put the postal rule in there, the rule of common law contract. I'm going to send it certified mail. Now I have a contract with you, CEO of Genesis FS Card. We've got a contract now. Matter of fact, you can put this language in there too in the letter. You agreed that you're accepting this. You've contractually agreed, according to the postal rule, that you have accepted this. That's what you do with the coupon. That's what you do with the 1099A. You just adjust the language in the letter that you're sending. Have both of these, no matter which one you're doing, have both of them notarized. Because when you do that, the notary is acting in the place of the Secretary of the State. It's like having the Secretary of the State witness your signature on the contract that you're sending these folks. You'll send it like that. In the letter, hey, you've agreed to this. This is what the postal rule is. Bam, we're done. And you can do that, folks, with the 1099A or the coupon or both. You can do it with any coupon. You could probably take the $5 off Tide and go ahead and pay $5 at Walmart, or pay $15 for the Tide, and then mail a copy of the receipt, sign the copy of the receipt, and mail a copy of the receipt to Tide with the coupon, and they would send you a check for $5. That's how that works. That's how coupons work. When you do this with the IRS, make the box, put the amount in it, do the same thing you're doing. Notice, man, that you're claiming that the trust owes you some money. I'm the beneficiary of this trust. I'm not even supposed to know that taxes are due. Every taxpayer is assessed a K trust. You could add that to your IRS letter. Send it to the commissioner of the IRS. But in that language, it'd be a little different. You would say, I'm the beneficiary. I'm not even supposed to know there's taxes due. But look, apparently you want to inform me, as a trustee, you want to inform me that someone in the IRS or some trustee that should be paying the taxes isn't. So I take it that you're just informing me that some shenanigans are going on in the IRS, and maybe we need to fire this person that's not paying the taxes. If the trust owes taxes, then the trustees are responsible for making sure that that's paid. If we need to, let's find out who they are. Let's fire them and put somebody in there that will pay the taxes. But until then, you'll find a coupon, and the amounts on there. Feel free to go ahead and redeem this and get the $18,000 from the trust or whatever it is they claim that you owe. That's the coupon process. It's basically fairly simple. I've seen quite a few of them that you folks are writing out there and sending them in. If you send in a coupon, or you send in a 1099-A, or you send in both, or you send in the thing from the IRS, and they say, write you a letter back, oh, we can't accept that. Well, wait, you already have. You already contractually agreed that you've accepted it. So go ahead and discharge it, whatever you got to do. Send me another statement with a zero balance. Now, they're going to try this. They're going to try you on it. Okay, you want to send me you want to tell me that you're not going to accept this, but you're going to refuse to not accept it by sending it back. You can even give them some days. You got 5 days if you want to. I don't. I just send it on to them. You can say you got 5 days. 5 days from the date on this letter. It might take a few days just to get it in the mail. And if they don't return the coupon or the 1099-A, then they have accepted it, whether they say they are or not. So that's when you do a conditional acceptance. Okay, now I got you. You agreed in the conditional acceptance. You contractually agreed that you would accept it. Now you're saying you're not. If you accept, if you send a payment and then they don't accept it, well, and you've made a lawful attempt to settle the debt, then you don't owe it. If I owe you $500 and I come up to you and I go, here's that $500 I owe you. And you go, oh, no, man, that's okay. I know you need the money, that's okay. I don't owe you. I don't know you. A lot of folks might have a dad that's like that. Hey, Dad, can I borrow $500? I got to get my lights turned on. Yeah, here you go, son. I'll pay you back, Dad. I'll pay you back. Well, okay. Yeah, okay. And you go back to Dad and you go, hey, Dad, here's the $500 I owe you. Oh, no, son, that's cool. You need it more than I do, so go ahead. Guess what, Dad? I don't owe you $500 anymore. A lot of them will get you back at it because when they pass away, they won't have insurance, and you'll end up paying them back anyway. But that's the way that works, folks. It's that simple, man. A lot of you folks have already got your heads wrapped around it, but there's been quite a bit of confusion about that. I'm going to do these go live on Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Central, or 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to try and get that up. I'm also getting a Wi-Fi booster, so I won't have some of the problems that I got. Also, I'm buying a mic for my phone here. A few people have said they're having a hard time hearing what I'm saying. So I looked at a pretty nice mic, and I'm waiting for them all to come so we can do this a little bit better, make these productions a little bit better. But now look, if you're one of these guru pimps, hoes, coming on here talking shit. Be prepared to bring some evidence. I don't want to block people, even if you don't agree with what I'm saying. I don't want to block you. I want you to come on here and say what you got to say, but I want you to back it up. If you don't have proof, and you come in here and you start talking smack, I'm going to ask you to prove it. If you don't prove it, I'm going to have my moderator, which is probably going to be my son. He's 11 years old. He's a big techie guy, and he wants to be my mod. He's like, can I be your mod, Dad? And all I'll have to do is go get him, Jimmy, and your ass will be out because you're not wasting our time. I'm not going to play with you clowns like the last time. I'm not wasting my breath on you because you're not worth it. But for now, y'all, have a good night. Get your questions ready for Tuesday night. And I'll answer as many as I can. I might try and stay on here late, answering questions, because if I can answer questions and you can, and I put it on my channel or we move it around like we have been doing, a lot of the answers that y'all are looking for, you'll be able to find in the videos. So I want you to do that. I don't want to hand you, I'm not going to spoon feed y'all. I'm not going to do that. I want you guys to learn this and learn it on your own. It's the only way. Crow. I was on Crow there. It's on there now. The first hour is free. It was a really good interview, and they've had a lot of good reactions. Some bad, but that's expected. But they've had one guest on there who's like a return guest that's actually got on there and said some stuff. And man, I didn't agree. There was a couple of things that I didn't agree with, but they were so minute, folks. This guy, I would love to have him on and us talk. I sure would. I'd love that. He goes by KL. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but he's got some process that he teaches, and we're really. I feel after listening to the interview, I feel that we're real kindred spirit. Like I said, there's a few things I disagreed with, but not enough that I won't call him brother. And a lot of you gurus out here that's trash my name and stuff. I'm sure if me and you sat down and talked, we would probably see that we have a lot more in common than we have different. Other than the fact that I'm not out here trying to make money off of others' sorrows. But other than that, y'all have a blessed night. See you Tuesday.